Hi, third grade. Today we're going to go ahead and move on to Unit 10, Week 3, Day 3. Repeat after me. E-I-G-H-8-A. E-I vein A. E-A eat E. E-A steak A. E-A bread E. E-I ceiling E. I-E piece E. U-I suit oo. I-G-H light I. O book Good job. All right, today we have a word of the day. The base word is 2 syllables and it is enjoy. Say it. Enjoy. How do we spell N? Right, it's E-N. And how do we spell joy? Right, J. Oh, and I can go over here for my vowel team, O-Y. Good. Now, when you have a D syllable and you attach a suffix, remember what we learned. Do you have to change the Y? No. So when we add able to make the word enjoyable, where is my A-B-L-E, able? There it is. We do not have to change the Y to an I because it's part of a D syllable. We talked about that. So you're going to scoop enjoy. N has a short E. It is closed. Enjoy. We're going to circle that vowel team and mark this as a double vowel. And please circle the suffix able. All right, so go ahead into your student notebook, find the E section. Actually, we have one more E on page 66. Page 66, you're going to spell and mark the word of the day, enjoyable. And here's the sentence. The show was very enjoyable. So take a moment. You can pause the video and copy this down in your vocabulary section on page 66. Enjoy, enjoyable. The show was very enjoyable. Okay, and then the last thing I haven't done with my sentence, did you notice what I was forgetting? Right, I didn't scoop it into phrases. How should I do that? The show was very enjoyable. I like it like that. So I'm going to scoop. The show was very enjoyable. 2 scoops. Could even put an exclamation mark if you're saying, the show was very enjoyable. You really liked it. All right. Go ahead and pause the video if you need any more time with that. And then we'll go ahead and move on to our new concept. All right, and here is that new concept for today. Here we go.
Hello, Fundations students, and welcome to Fundations Level 3, Unit 10, Week 3, Day 3, Introduce New Concepts. I'm Mrs. Recklin, and today we're going to talk about the D-syllable exception. For today's lesson, you'll need your student notebook if you have it, the Castle book, and a pencil. If you need to pause the video in order to get your materials, go ahead and do that. All right, let's get started. So today we're going to talk about the D-syllable exception. But before we do that, let's review the other syllable types we've learned and the exceptions to those syllables. I have my syllable types poster, and we can look at that to help us. So the first syllable type we learned was the closed syllable. Remember, a closed syllable has one vowel followed by one or more consonants, and that makes the vowel have the short sound. Like cat, do you hear the A sound, the short A? Well, in the closed syllable exception, we still have the pattern, one vowel followed by one or more consonants, but the vowel doesn't have the expected short vowel sound. It has a long vowel sound, like in the word wild. The I-L-D says ild, or long I, instead of short. So we call that the closed syllable exception. The next one is the vowel consonant D syllable. Remember, a vowel consonant D syllable has a vowel consonant and then an E. The E is silent and the vowel is long, like the word cake. Do you hear the A, the long A sound in the word cake? Well, the exception happens when we have the vowel consonant E pattern, but the vowel doesn't have the long sound, like in the word give. I-V-E, if. The I says more of a short I sound, if. So we call that a vowel consonant D exception. It doesn't have the long vowel sound. In the open syllable, remember, in an open syllable, we have one vowel, and it's at the end of the syllable, and it has the long vowel sound, like the word me. Well, the exception involves the letter A and also the letter I. In a word like Alaska, when you have A in an open syllable at the beginning of a word or at the end of a word, it doesn't have the expected long A sound. It says more of an Alaska. That's an open syllable exception. In the word animal, the I in the middle of a word in an open syllable doesn't have the expected long I sound. We don't say animal, we say animal has more of an sound, and that's the open syllable exception. In the consonant LE syllable, it's always the final syllable of a word. It has a consonant followed by an L, followed by an E. The E is silent, and the consonant and the L sound like a blend, zoo, like in the word puzzle. Well, the exception involves a word that ends with STLE, those four letters. And when that happens, the consonant LE, both the consonant and the E, are silent, not what we'd expect. So that's the consonant LE exception. In the R-controlled syllable, remember, an R-control is a vowel followed by an R, and it's neither short nor long. For example, in the word burn, the U-R, the R-control combination says Now, the exception involves an R-controlled vowel followed by another R. And so the vowel is not pronounced like we expect it to be. Like in the word berry, we expect the ER to be pronounced but we don't say bury, do we? Because of that double R, often that vowel has a short sound. So we call it the R-controlled exception. Now we're ready for the D-syllable. Now, the D-syllable also has an exception. I'm going to put a word up on the board, and I want you to see if you can find the double vowel in that word. All right, do you see the word? Do you see the double vowel in that word? Did you say E-A? You're right, but in some words with double vowels, the double vowel does not work as a team. They don't combine together to make a vowel sound. Let me show you on my syllable frames. Sometimes we actually split right between those vowels to make two syllables. Let's read it together. Create, create. And so the first syllable, you probably know, is an open syllable, and that vowel has the long vowel sound. The second syllable is a vowel consonant E syllable. The E is silent, and the A says the long A sound, create. But because we have this double vowel here, the E and the A next to each other, we're going to write a D, but we're going to put an X over it to show that it's the exception. They're not working together as a team like we expect it to. So that's the D-syllable exception. The word create is an example. Other words with the D-syllable exception, the word react or poet or duet. We just have to memorize those words. If you have your student notebook, you can open up to page 27 and read about the D-syllable exception, and then write the word create on the line and mark it up like I have it marked up on the board. Let's read it together. Sometimes two vowels together do not form a vowel team. The two vowels are split and the word is divided into syllables right between those two vowels. Thanks for joining me today. You did a great job. And be on the lookout for words with the D-syllable exception. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
All right, and the last thing that we're going to do today is a dictation composition book. So in your composition book, go ahead and open to page 43. What page? 43. And we're going to do a very quick version of this today. So go ahead and put today's date on top of page 43, and we'll get started in a second. All right, sound number 1 on page 43 is A. Say it. A. And we know all 7 things now. Go ahead and write them down neatly. Okay, let's see how you did with A. Did you get A consonant E? A by itself? AI? AY? EIGH? EI? And EA? Good. All right. Sound number 2. E. Say it. E. 9 things. Go ahead. All right, let's see how you did with E. Did you get all 9? Let's see. E consonant E. Okay, E by itself. Y baby E. I champion E. And then did you get EE?
Band 32 is now dismissed. Band 32.
Sorry. Did you get EE? EY? EA? IE? And EI. So this was IE piece E, EI stealing E. All right, good job. Number 3 is much easier. Your sound is I. Say it. I. 4 things now. Go ahead. All right, did you get I consonant E? Like I pine I? How about I by itself? Like I high I? Y cry I? And our newest vowel team, IGH, light I. Awesome. Okay, one more for sound number 4. I want you to do say it. One thing. Go ahead. And what says Tell me. Oh, book. Very good. Okay, now where it says review words, we're actually going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put an X in each of those because we're not going to do those in today's dictation composition book. We're going to skip down to where it says current words and focus on our Unit 10 rules. Okay, word number 1. The base word is enjoy. The whole word is enjoyment. Circle a suffix. Go ahead, spell and mark. Okay, this was similar to our word of the day from today. That was enjoyable. But this one's enjoy, same base word, ENJOY. And then did you attach the consonant suffix MENT? Okay, good. Remember the rule that we learned this week. No matter if you attach a consonant or vowel suffix to a D syllable, you don't need to change the Y to an I, ever, right? Unless it's an open syllable Y. Okay, scooch over to number 2. Your word, base word is light. The whole word is lighting. The lighting on the stage was very bright. Lighting. Go ahead. Okay, you should know how to spell that base word, light. How do you spell it? L-I-G-H-T. Good, that's a D syllable with the circle I-G-H, light I. Okay, and then lighting. Notice it wasn't lightning. That would be different. This one was lighting, I-N-G suffix and circled. Okay, the next word is 2 syllables. Cartoon. Say it. Cartoon. Go ahead, spell and mark it. All right, how do we spell car? The first part, car. C-A-R. And then what'd you do for tune? Ooh. Which choice? T-O-O-N. Very good. Go ahead and check your work. Car is an R-controlled syllable. Circle that A-R. And tune is a double vowel. Circle that O-O. All right, the last word that we are marking today is crooked. Say it. Crooked. The picture hanging on the wall looked crooked. Crooked. Go ahead. Okay, the first syllable is crook. You should be able to spell that one. It's not really an option. C-R, O-O, and then K. And this part could be tricky because it sounds like we say crooked, but it's a schwa. It's ed. Okay. However, I did not circle this as a suffix because crook to me in crooked isn't a base word. So I just scooped it. Crooked. All right, let's go down to sound alike word number 1, and that word is break. Say it. Break. I did not want my phone to break, so I put it in a case to protect it. Break. All right, let's spell that together. Go. B-R-E-A-K. Break. And remember that signal? Or take a rest. Okay? Sound alike word number 2 is lead. Say it. Lead. The teacher led the students out to recess. Led. Spell that one. L-E-D. Lead. Do you remember? Yeah. Okay. Trick word number 1. Answer. Say it. Answer. Just spell it. All right, let's do it together. Go. A-N-S-W-E-R. Answer. Okay, and the last trick word is about. Say it. About. Spell it with me. Go. A-B-O-U-T. Excellent. Okay, get ready for your one sentence for today. All right, your sentence is our team just might win. Our team just might win the next game. Again, our team just might win the next game. Okay, last time. Our team just might win the next game. Okay, let's see how you did. Did you start with capital O for our? Team is E-A. Eat, E. Just should be fine. Might. Did you remember I-G-H in the middle for that I sound? Okay, win should be good. The, next, and game should be fine too. And notice how I scooped it. Our team just might win the next game. 3 scoops for me. All right, 3rd grade, way to go. I will see you next time.